I just can't get into podcasts. They're so boring.
You're missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep It 99, huh?
Yes, check out them at Keep It 99. You know what I'm saying? And it's your boy Zelmae, looking sexy.
Damn that! Damn that! Happy birthday, LeBron James! Hey, clap that up if you ain't a hater. Awesome haters. Haters.
By the way, today the first topic is actually LeBron. I am joined with Uniqo Williams and Monray Hudson, the judge himself. But again, welcome back, everyone. We have to talk about the king. Just formerly mentioned LeBron James. The Lakers just snapped a brutal 3-game skid.
No. We're on a win streak right now. Chill out.
No, y'all just 125 to 101. One game. Headline isn't the win. It's LeBron James leaving early with the back injury. Before he went off, he was a pushing shoot 11 of 13. He is explicitly telling the media he is kicking father's time. But let's be real, when the Lakers lose, the finger point always stops at the top. Is a 40-year-old LeBron the reason the offense stagnates? And the defense. Jay didn't really get into that. Or is he the only thing holding the roster together? We're breaking down film and turbulent team meetings right now. We're not going to break down film, but but JJ Redick said the defense been off. The offense been a little stagnant since return of the king. Also, the reason we're flowing well. Is it LeBron James' fault on his birthday? After his birthday.
Absolutely not, man. Man, what are they expecting out of a now 41-year-old man? 41-year-old man. What are y'all expecting from this man other than 25, 5, and what is it? 26, 5, and 5, 22, 5, and 5 or something? Like, come on, man. They gotta stop this. I'll tell you what the problem is. Your youngsters that you got on that team. You got Vando out there. Yeah, I mean, he ain't much of an offensive threat or nothing. But hell, you got and AR-15 is out. I get that. But man, come on, man. Y'all got this is y'all say this is Luka's team. Then shit start pointing the finger at him. Yes, he giving people 35 and 55 and all that type of stuff. I get all that, and that's cute. But y'all said it's his franchise. Start putting it on him. I think today I didn't play enough of defense as a team. We didn't. That's what I want to hear. It's time for y'all to stop asking LeBron about how does it feel to be 41 and all that type of dumb stuff. And I'm so sick of JJ Redick. He is not a coach that holds himself accountable at this point. But you do something. You the coach. I got after ass in practice. No, you didn't. All you do is yell. Don't nobody even really respect you, man. I know LeBron don't respect you because hell, he used to kick your ass. So and I know how he viewed you as a player. So shit. So yeah, with that being said, man, that ain't LeBron's fault. You start talking about the two people that y'all want it to be AR and Luka's team, and let it be their team.
Yes, everybody pray for you, Nico. I don't know.
Sick of this shit.
Let's pray for you, Nico. But
okay, well, let's this way. Two things can be true. Is it LeBron's fault? In a way, yes, but it's not because LeBron's like bad or something. It's more of a combination of LeBron, getting back into the lineup after the offense found a certain kind of flow with him not being there. So, it takes time for that adjustment to be made, especially because LeBron's not going to play necessarily to the same style that they were doing. Not a lot of running and gunning, not a lot of quick movement. No, he's not necessarily going to do that at 40, 41 years old. So it's not totally his fault or anything. It's more like an adjustment that was going to have. Combine that with, Austin Reeves, who's the other main scorer on the team, went down, with a pretty rough strain. And combination of things that they have to just be able to adjust and work around instead of being the Luka and Austin Reeves show. Now it's the Luka show, and their styles do not play the same. So it's just going to be an adjustment that had to be made. Now they did beat the Kings, so hopefully it was leading to a turnaround. But I don't to say like, okay, LeBron's the reason they're losing. That's just a very simplistic way to say it. It's a lot more than just LeBron being there. And you always going to look at LeBron as a positive versus a negative, as long as he's still able to play to, star level. So it's just, it's not necessarily that. And no, they're not broken by any stretch of the imagination. It's just when you're missing one of your main scorers, one of your top 3 players, is going to have an effect. And then getting one of your top 3 players back is also going to have an effect. So it's an adjustment, but no, they're not broken and all that kind of stuff. It's not that simple.
That's fair.
Just to kind of piggyback off of that, figure it out, JJ Redick. So you got to make adjustments. Isn't that what makes a great coach? Make the adjustments. You're talking about how we need more this, that, and the third. Who do you need it from? Put a name on it. And if you're talking about LeBron, then I dare you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to give it. This is the last thing I'll say. This is the last thing I add into it on a toxic note. I'm going to give it to about March, where if the Lakers are in 11-game win streak, that the whispers for JJ Redick getting fired are going to already begin.
Well,
I'm just going to wait.
Maybe. I think they might give him a run after, well, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, we can get on that later on. We'll address that when the time comes. But I just think that we just the best of like the bottom tier of the West right now, or teams in general. Like we can beat the Kings, I get that, but it's more or less like I think we can even beat like Detroit's in the East. We can actually beat some East teams. It's just like, okay, I'm not going to enjoy this until we get that win over Houston and that win over OKC, and that's where I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm seeing what y'all trying to do. But we need a win over those two teams.
Yeah, I do play the Pistons tonight, so we'll see what they're going to say.
Yeah, is LeBron gonna take the day off? Has he been drinking all day? Because he'll do that shit. He don't care. He might be out. He might be out tonight. Knowing him.
Stephanie Dobson said, "Happy birthday to Uniqo. You got 2 likes catching up. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Bob. Shout out to you. Appreciate y'all for showing love.
No doubt.
But I agree. Listen, it's gonna take time. Your defense is not gonna be the best. That's why I don't think the Lakers gonna win. If I'm being honest. Being honest on it. But the Lakers are a good team. When they get AR, LeBron, and Luka together, it's gonna be dangerous. They can shock any team. At the same time, they can lose to any team in the West.
Who was the 3? Who was the third option? When it was don't connect, but man, I think it was third option was anybody any night.
There's not really a third option. Like it's just basically whoever can get the hot hand. If it's not, Reeves or Luka and LeBron out there, if it's not them, it's basically whoever can get the hand. I've been hoping it would be DeAndre Ayton, but that's been,
Ayton. That's spotted. Yeah, I forgot about Ayton. My bad. Yep.
So it's not really a third or fourth option if it's not those 3.
They can't see you, but I'm like, he's on the road. So prayers up for Uniqo, but his eyes is on the road. He just
and they stayed on Jesus too. My eyes are also staying on Jesus.
That's all we can ask for. But like I said, the Lakers when they cooking Luka, we know what he do. Luka does Luka thing. It's a little adjustment for LeBron because Luka gonna have the ball in his hand most of the time. So LeBron got to adjust the time to it. And Austin Reeves probably the second option now. LeBron will be the third option on the team now as he got older. So I think, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they win games or lose games. Like I said, I think they match up good with my Spurs. For one team, they match up good with. Well, I think OKC doesn't match up good with my Spurs. So,
OKC definitely matches up well. No, the Spurs match up well with OKC. That's the better thing. That's the better thing to say.
So right now the Spurs are number 2 in the West. OKC is number 1. Spurs had to lose. I expect them to lose their young team. They celebrate. OKC did the same thing 2 years ago when they win a big game. Win a big game, you celebrate. You lose a game, it's going to good, but it's good. They'll learn from it. Hopefully, get better. My boy wouldn't be a dog, so that's what I think. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think LeBron is the reason for them losing, or do you think they've been there? So it's next up. The Cotton Bowl lines are out for college football playoff quarterfinals, and Vegas has lost its mind. Miami is a 9.5 point underdog against Ohio State this Wednesday. 9.5 points. Is this disrespectful? Is this the most disrespectful line in the playoff? Sure, the Buckeyes have Jeremiah Smith and $20 million roster, but the Hurricanes just suffocated Texas A&M and one of the best defensive fronts in the country. 2 first-round picks. Are the Bucs fading us, or is Ohio State about to blow the doors off the U? Right now, I think the game is tomorrow. Miami, 9.5 point underdogs at the third or correct. Start off with Uniqo, since this is one of his teams.
This is my team. This is my another of my teams. We just back to back with it. All right. Listen. This is not a.
We talking about if 9.5 points is the same.
Well, let me go. This is not some affront to Miami. This is just a testament to how good Ohio State is. I expected to be more than 10 points. Are you kidding me? Miami, first of all, we got the most accurate, on the way to have the most accurate quarterback in history of college football. And then Miami, and IU got a little lucky. Okay, that is what that is. But we about to show y'all why the ACC really don't belong in any of these conversations. I'm telling you that right now. Big Ten, or the big conference, if you will, is always going to be the Big Ten to me. But the big conference, we about to show y'all right now, when you mess with the top dog in that conference, anybody in the ACC can get it. And that's what's about to happen. This is not they're kind of like that quote unquote play-in team, them 2 play-in teams right there. Miami is just one of them, and at this point, they're out of their league, completely out of their league. Sorry.
I'm gonna say this: Ohio State might not score 14. So unless you saying Ohio State ain't gonna score,
wow,
they might not score more than 14 points. Unless you,
I can't wait.
Unless you telling me Ohio State, unless you saying Miami ain't gonna score a point. That's the only way I see them winning by 10 points. That Miami defense is legit. They have multiple draft picks on this defense. That
don't mean shit. That don't mean shit.
First-round defensive lineman on this draft. They make Texas A&M look like they don't deserve to be in the football. This is the second Heisman they played, a Heisman candidate they played this year. The first one had 34 yards. It looked like he didn't belong on the field with Miami defense. Jeremiah Love did nothing against Miami in the first game of the season. The one thing I know, Miami defense is amazing, and I don't trust Ohio State offense. So they got
that's a you problem.
Every good team they played, they didn't score well on.
They
didn't score well in Indiana. The 2 good teams they played that got a good defense, they did not score well on. And I think Miami might have a better defense than Indiana. So unless my boy, the quarterback from Miami, Beck, just throw a bunch of big tickets. I think it's disrespectful, but Beck throw like 3 or 4 big tickets. But I think it's disrespectful because I don't expect him to be that dumb with the ball game. But Monray,
they ain't got Ray Lewis, and they ain't got Ed Reed, and they ain't got rest in peace, O'Shawn. Who's the great defense? Blah blah, damn blah. Yeah. Yada.
Got 2 first-round picks on that defense.
Yada.
Monray,
let's see.
I guess I'm gonna have to be somewhat the voice of reason. At first I thought that the line was a little egregious, but upon further inspection, I see why they did that. They did it because Miami scored 10 points, and it's like, look, they in their ballpark opponent, they were ranked 10. They got in, played a ranked 17, and they scored 10 points. Are their defense amazing? Yes. They also scored 10 points. They're like, okay, if Ohio State gets 2 touchdowns, then the game is immediately a problem because nobody gonna trust Miami's offense to get on the field against any team. If you couldn't score against Texas A&M, you're not gonna believe that they can score against Ohio State. So therefore, that's why they put the 9.5. Now, do I think it's a little egregious? Yes. I still think it's a little wild. They have a bigger gap than Bama and Indiana, who Indiana already showed that they can skull drag, Alabama in a bowl game not too long But you have a more of an unknown one, and you're just like, okay, these teams that haven't played against each other, they're going to be even worse than the one we clearly saw the less than a month ago. So I think that's a little egregious in that instance that it shouldn't be that big. But if it was like 7 points, I think that'd be perfectly fair. Just because, we can tell that Miami defense is going to be amazing. Yeah, sure, wonderful. If they score 10 points again, I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat Ohio State. I'm just going to be real. Like, I expect Ohio State to put up more than 3. Just being more than 3 at least. Like, but even if Zell only thinks they're gonna make it to 6, fine. That's on him. I expect them to put up more than 3 points. So because of that, I'm gonna take 2 touchdowns. Then Miami has a problem because okay, can they actually 21 points? And that is the answer. I don't know if they can do that. So
I think that Ohio State has. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Ohio State history, if it's through the regular season, but all due respect, but they have a history of beating down weaker opponents that are not on their level. And we have some debate. We were talking about their rankings, whether they're actually deserving of being number 2. But regardless, opponents that are not in their ballpark, they more or less humiliate. So they're saying, they expect Miami to be humiliated, and then the only way I see that is if Miami can't score 14 points. Because I expect Ohio State to put up more than 3. So I'm like, well, I don't expect 10 points to get you to the Final Four. I'm just not seeing it. So that's why it's like that. I think 9.5 is a little bit much, but 7 would be fair. I think that would be fair, but it's not insane. But I see why.
Ohio State being 14-7 because I don't trust Beck. Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think Ohio State score more than 14. That's my only thing.
You think Ohio State can't score more than 14 fucking points? Are you kidding me?
They score 17 on Texas. What is going in? And I'm
Indiana
game one of the season.
Both of them teams.
Okay, we about
to. They've been playing it. To be fair to Ohio State. No, to be fair to Ohio State, Indiana is not Miami. Those are 2 different rankings of teams. That's not fair to put them together. Yeah, Ohio State scored 10 points, but that was against the other number 1 team in the country. That's not Miami. That's not fair.
Miami got 2.
Miami plays in the ACC. Are you kidding me, y'all? Miami plays like. Do y'all respect the ACC? Duke's coming. What? Who cares? Virginia Tech. They used to be problems, but it ain't. That's the old ACC. This ACC is the new Mount West. They're the new Mount West.
Every game Miami lost, Nick threw about 3 interceptions.
Okay, that sounds about right. And about what's about to happen.
Now listen, if he throw 3 interceptions again, that throws all my thing out the window. But I expect him not to be a dumbass.
I mean, it ain't being dumb. To me, it's more like I also respect Ohio State enough to where we were talking about the Indiana and Ohio State game. Ohio State also kept Indiana to only being able to score 13 points. So I'm also going to be fair to their defense. Their defense is not trash. I'm not going to expect it. So I'm
only saying Miami score 7. I'm saying the score will be 14-7. Ohio State win. I said Ohio State not going to win. I would say 10 points is crazy. I'll take the bet.
And you got to find out something. You got to find out something. And Notre Dame is going to really be bitching and complaining after Miami gets blown out. Oh, Notre Dame is going to bitch all week. I can't wait.
About what? Miami already won a game. They beat Texas A&M. But
no, I'm talking about Notre Dame not making it in over Miami.
I said take Miami in the over and under. Uniqo clearly saying take over.
Yeah, take that over. They're going to beat their ass. You got me mad on this roll, boy.
I'm already. Are they going to win by 10 or more? Is Ohio State going to win by 10 points or more?
Yes.
I can see them. I wouldn't. If I had to make a bet, I would bet that Miami makes the cover. Like I would bet that they give it 9.5. Even if it's Ohio State. No. I'm saying even if Ohio State, blows the skin off of them or whatever, Ohio State will just chill and just be like, okay, it don't matter at this point, and they might let them cover the spread. They might do something like that because the spread's so big. But yeah, I can see Ohio State winning by 10 points. I can see that just because I don't. You trust Miami's defense. I don't trust their offense at all. So therefore, Ohio State can luck up and score 17 points, and Miami might not score nothing.
All right, we're doing bets. You taking the over under?
If I'm doing what's the over under? The over under is point total.
9.5. Over under. No, over under is 41. It's 41.5.
9.5.
Oh.
41 and a half. I take the under.
Total points is 41. See, that's what Vegas wants y'all to do. Oh, yeah, Miami's so good, y'all. Yeah, man, Miami might actually win this game. That's what Vegas wants y'all to do.
41 and a half with two good defenses. I would take the under.
41 and a half on the total points?
No, we talking about over.
Yeah, two good defenses. I would take the under.
Point spread is 9.5.
Yeah.
Ohio State. I'm taking Ohio State to win that. And Vegas would want people to be like, nah, Miami gonna keep it closer than that. If not, win. That's what Vegas want everybody to do. That's why you take Ohio State on the over.
But Monray, what you gonna do on the point spread? 9.5.
I mean on the point spread. I'm sorry, on the point spread.
What you taking?
The point spread. I would say Ohio State covers. I would say Miami will cover it.
Oh, so Miami
mainly because not that I think that Miami will keep it close necessarily. It's just I believe that Ohio State will take their foot off the gas enough to get within 9.5 points. That I would believe.
Okay.
I'm intrigued, y'all.
Well, let's see. Let's find out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, sir.
It's tomorrow. I thought it'd be the weekend. Okay.
Tomorrow. The game's
New Year's Eve.
You got 3 on New Year's Day, 1 tomorrow.
It is crazy they got 3 on New Year's Day, but they know everybody gonna be part.
But they said we got to talk about it. We gave disrespect. Also, I apologize to Brock Purdy, you ball. We're gonna see if you keep it up. I will give you your credit. 10 touchdowns in 2 games is crazy. Shout out to you. But another player that's going crazy that I have to apologize to. We didn't know your game. Tyler Shough. Forget what you thought about or knew about the Rookie of the Year race. Everyone has had the trophy, the McMillan all season. If you watched the New Orleans Saints lately, Tyler Shough, the 2nd round pick out of Texas Tech and Louisville, of course he went to both schools, has won 4 straight games. He's the highest rated rookie quarterback since taking over since week 8. And he's just pushed the Titans. If he led it for a 5th straight win in week 18, what are we talking about? Did we disrespect Tyler Shough, Monray?
No, I don't think we disrespected him just because nobody talked about Tyler Shough. Nobody talked about the Saints in general. So, like, we're giving them props because they're doing good with a good turnaround, but just nobody cared. So, it's like, I don't really think it was disrespect when 10, 11, 12 games of the regular season, every quarterback behind center on the New Orleans Saints sucked. So, I don't think to call out when they didn't look good. And then the last 5 weeks of the season, so far in the last 5 weeks, they've looked really good and they're able to turn it around. I think that's wonderful. And you get props and respect for that. But I'm not going to sit there and ignore when, 2/3 of the season they look like trash back there. So no, I'm not going to ignore that. And I don't think it's disrespectful to call what you see on the field. But it gets wonderful props that they are able to turn that around and look way better. So I give them props for that. But no, it's not. Absolutely not.
I disrespected Tyler Shough. So I was like, who is this?
Okay.
When he went over Shadir, I was like, who the heck is this and why y'all would ever pick this dude? Nobody ever seen this man play in their life. Why would we ever pick him? But he's been balling. And by the way, I do want to say this because we'll get into this later. The team playing next week, Atlanta and the Saints, look better than the Panthers and Bucs right now. Both teams, they both on like winning streak. So that's a very the Falcons are beating a good team. So that's a very interesting matchup. I know teams are happy they didn't get in over these teams. But Uniqo, do we owe Tyler Shough an apology?
I don't owe him shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because first and foremost, as this division is, that gives me more credence. If they had Shadur in there, instead, if they had picked Shadur instead, we was like, who the hell is Tyler Shough? Like you said, if they had picked him, they might be winning the NFC South. It's that wide open, and you throw Shadur in that situation, let it start from day one. Come on, man. We
better than Shadur. Tyler Shough play better than Jackson Dart.
Does Tyler play in the AFC? In the AFC North, sir. There's a difference in those conferences. I need you to acknowledge that.
Baltimore's off for defense.
Hold on now. Excuse me. They played against pretty except for
Cincinnati is one of the worst defenses in this whole thing. I mean,
I'm talking about as a division. I believe that the AFC North is a better division than what the piece of shit that NFC South is putting out. I mean, that's
they're the second worst division. Yo, yeah, that much higher. Y'all the only two divisions they probably won't have a 10-win season. Oh, just have
that's because the AFC North beats up on each other. We already know why that is.
Got two teams with 11 wins or something. They got this one that might get 10. And if they both ain't that much better. They're the two worst divisions.
I'm just saying. I think that the NFC South is worse by far, top to bottom. So, I mean, you talking. I think they're worse. So that's just me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. The NFC South's just not very good. The AFC North, they still got palpable teams that can actually vie for a run at the Super Bowl. Do you believe anybody in the NFC South? Absolutely freaking not.
I don't think.
Well. I mean, no, I was gonna say the Falcons, but if they like, with the way they're going right now, they could scare somebody. But it doesn't matter. It's in the past. I don't see Panthers doing shit at all. I don't see the Bucs.
Ain't nobody in the playoffs either. I don't think neither division.
I like Snoop Huntley. Maybe we'll talk about this later in the show, but I like Snoop Huntley. I think he can play. And he's been in that offense for a long time. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, if Shedeur should have been there, they might have 10 wins, brother.
That's sorry. That team is not getting 10 wins. I'm a man. Okay. Tyler Shough, like I said, shocked me. Got to give credit where credit due. I did not expect. I thought, he's gonna be complete trash. He done balled out the last 5 games. And a lot of teams rather play the teams they gonna get to play. The Bucs and Carolina are not playing well. But as I stated, let's go to the next one. Let's lead straight into it. Who makes the playoffs? Panthers, Bucs. And then we talked about the other division, Steelers, Ravens. And then we got the two battles for number 1 Seahawks and 49ers. Who get that number 1 seed? They all come down to a 15-winner takes out. We have 3 matchup games that are essentially playoff games before the playoffs. In the NFC South, the Panthers can clip the division if they beat the Bucs on Saturday. But if Tampa wins, we enter tiebreaker chaos, which basically means the Falcons win. The Panthers win. So Tampa needs to win and need the Saints to win, which makes it a very interesting. Sunday Night Football gives us Steelers versus Ravens for the AFC North crown. Simple as that. The winner gets in, the loser goes home. And maybe one of these legendary coaches who's been coaching teams for like almost 10, 20 years get fired. And the big one.
Who've been keeping each other employed for the last 10, 15 years.
And the big one for the number 1 seed and the NFC West title, Seahawks versus 49ers. The losers drop to a wild card. Who is making it? Let's look at the scenario. Monray, we got 3 games. Who you got out?
Well, let's get started. The easiest one for me to call is I think the Panthers get in, which I think is more of an indictment on Baker. But it's not necessarily because I think the Panthers will win the game. I think the Bucs probably will win the game, but I don't necessarily think that the Falcons I think they need the Saints to beat the Falcons, and I'm not 100% sure that may happen.
Oh, you talking about Bucs? Yeah, the Saints got to beat the Falcons.
Yeah, like the Saints need to beat the Falcons. I don't necessarily think both of those things may happen. That's the problem. Like, do I think the Bucs can win? Yes, the Bucs are at home this time, I believe, so they'll have more of an advantage. The first game was only like a 3-point difference, so I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, I think they can get that 3-point difference over, and Baker, hopefully he's feeling better. The team, rallies and might get that crown. Fine, but I feel like the Saints, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull out. The Falcons just had a pretty safe, impressive win against the Rams. So like right now they're looking good, looking at least decent. At least Bijan was looking good. So it's like I don't necessarily think both of those things can happen. They can. I don't think they will. So I think Bucs might win the game, but because the Saints might screw around and lose to the Falcons, it still lead to the Panthers getting in anyway, which would be unfortunate, for the Bucs at least. But that'll be my mindset. So I think Panthers get in. As far as the Ravens and the Steelers, look, like, because I don't think Lamar is playing, I think the Steelers win, and I think it's weird because if Lamar play at all, I think they will win. But because it got to depend on Tyler Snoop Huntley and you need another magical game from Derrick Henry, I don't necessarily know if they can pull out that kind of magic because Aaron Rodgers having injuries all across the board. Yeah, they're missing DK. Their wide receivers don't look that good. But the Ravens defense is not the Browns defense. They're not that good. So, will they be able to move the ball at least a little bit? Possibly. There also are talks of J.J. Watt trying to come back. T.J. Watt trying to come in and play that game as well. So, they may be able to sneak that one out, and, the magic might be over for them. So, I think the Steelers will pull it out. Just Lamar plays. The harder one is the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The reason why I picked the 49ers, and I'm probably the only one on this show that has dedicatedly said the 49ers deserve to be on power rankings for the last better part of 2 months. So that's one part I get. Wait till I get the power rankings. But either way, the reason that is simply because of Sam Darnold. I said the same thing that I don't believe in the Seahawks because of their quarterback. And it's not like I think Sam Darnold's a bad person, no. But 4 out of the last 5 games, Sam Darnold has not played well. Everybody gives him props for, being able to come back against the Rams, but a lot of that was the Rams falling apart. And he did not play well 3/4 of that game. And in 4 out of the last 5 games, he has not played well. He didn't play well last week. It's just, so I'm not going to just go on this mindset of, okay. And plus, we've seen this before. 14 last year on a Viking squad that was loaded with top-tier wide receiver talent and everything against a Lions team that had injuries on defense across the board. What happened? Completely fell apart. Then won it out in the playoffs, and it was a hugely disappointing time for Sam Darnold. We literally see this last year. So do I have any reason to believe that this would be different? Absolutely not. Therefore, the 49ers, who have injuries on defense, yet have found a way to play and beat whatever team they've went against on a 5-game win streak, and Brock Purdy is playing out of his mind, and they are at home, I have every reason to believe that the 49ers, with a head coach that also has plenty of experience in this situation, I don't trust the quarterback of Sam Darnold. Therefore, I pick Brock Purdy. I'm going with the 49ers.
Uniqo.
I gotta agree with Monray on that last point, just because he's so hot, passionate about it. 100%. There's a version of Sam Darnold that I really believed in. It was the one that played at USC in a bowl game, and it was all because his last name was Darnold. And me and all my friends were just saying that all night. That was the first time I seen him play. I was like, this kid's got moxie. And then when he played for the Jets, I mean, that is what that is. But yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. But anyway, but this version of Sam Darnold. Listen, I told you all season, I don't believe in his offense, and it's mostly because Sam Darnold is forcing the ball to JSN. Like, he's like, what? He doesn't have an answer if it's not Jackson Smith and Jigba. Period. Like, that's the offense. The man's the offense. They better pay him. You know what I mean? At some point, that wide receiver right there is great. Or Sam Darnold's making him look great by forcing the ball. So yeah, man. Hey, the way Brock Purdy was moving around and grooving this past weekend, hey, that boy is back. And he deserved that contract at this point. Even I was somebody that didn't believe in him. I still kind of have my doubts, but hell, you play like that, play lights out like you did, man. You earned your contract, brother. And then again, their coach. I mean, that coach been everywhere, so he know what he's doing, and he knows how to play with any weapon he got. So that's where I'm at. It looks like the Panthers. Listen, the Bucs. Baker's hurt, man. I'm sorry, he just is. Baker's hurt. So, with that being said, I don't expect much if he were to get into the playoffs. It wouldn't be worth the NFL's time or our time. Now, if he was fully healthy, he was still kind of on a hot streak, but right now he just looked like he ain't looking right. Kind of like Lamar Jackson. Like, some used to look at Baker and be like, well, we at least got a chance when you down by a couple of touchdowns, or you kind of even get up a little bit with him. But nah, man, Baker's hurt, man. So I can anticipate the Panthers getting in there. And then, hey, listen, I don't mean to be biased for the wide receivers in the world, but I'm gonna be biased. DK Metcalf makes a difference, and I think I saw a lot of that this past Sunday. Yes, they were playing against the excellent defense of the Browns. I get that.
Trying
But
to roll with your third string receiver 3 times on the goal line is crazy.
man, but my biggest thing about them is I really believe that Snoop gonna make plays. He been playing behind Lamar Jackson this whole time. He holds it down, and that's what we know about Snoop. He's a viable quarterback. Is he a starter somewhere? I don't know, but shit, man, he can play, and using his feet, that's gonna help. He's gonna be able to do something that Aaron Rodgers is not gonna be able to do. Am I saying that the Baltimore Ravens defense is all that in a bag of chips? Nah, but they still got Roman Thompson. What's that name?
Roquan Smith.
Roland Smith. I'm sorry, Roland Smith. They still got him. They still got playmakers out there that I believe can do it. But hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. My wild card for sure is gonna have to be Derrick Henry, and it might come down to him fumbling or not. You hear me? But I'm gonna give the nod to Baltimore. A bigger storyline is old ass Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. What they fucking do? But I think for a more competitive game, I think you really want Snoop in the game. That's where I'm at. Zelmae.
I got the Panthers. Why? Because it's too much going against the Bucs. Even if the Bucs win, the Falcons on fire right now, and they hate each other. And the Falcons ain't just going to give a game to help somebody else. I think John Robinson's on fire right now. I gotta go with the Panthers on that. Even like I said, I'm agree with Monray just because I think the Falcons win. So I don't think it matters what happened in this game. So, but the Panthers win, but the Panthers got to handle business. They can take away all that on Saturday, early Saturday. They can take away all that when we ain't even got a question, and nobody got to wait till Sunday. But next up, I got the Steelers versus Ravens. This one tough because, like I said, you got to figure out if Lamar playing.
I don't want Lamar to play. I think they got a better chance with Snoop just because Lamar ain't right, man. You know he ain't right. He ain't 100%, 80%, 7.
I'm gonna pick the Steelers. I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Why is that?
There's so many reports coming out. I don't know what's going on. They just dissing Lamar. Like they just focus on blaming him already. Jim Harbaugh, they trying to take pressure off him like it ain't his fault, Lamar's fault, because he's 6-6 this season and all that. I'm like, okay, it look like it got a little chaos. It's like it ain't even just about the game this week. Hopefully the players can just focus up and not listen to whoever's talking to somebody. But I think it's like too many distractions. And if TJ Watt playing, that changes everything. TJ Watt is a difference maker. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Steelers gonna win, but I'm rooting for the Ravens because that was pathetic. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, that was pathetic, my guy. It like you was. Listen, everybody like, oh, you supposed to do it against Myles Garrett. Yes, you do, but you don't throw the ball backwards like 3 times just not to get a sack and then lose 2 more yards than you would have got on a sack trying to pitch it to a running back. Trying to get sacked, that's insane. Y'all look like y'all literally were playing just not to get a sack and not to win. I want y'all to lose. I'm gonna pick y'all to win. Absolutely. I saw people making an excuse like, "Ain't that what you're supposed to do?" No, that's a different. Even Myles Garrett, he's like, "Yo, they rather lose the game than give me a sack." And then some people have the nerve to talk about why you doing it. Yes, blocking Chip, not running random. That was crazy. So I'm rooting for the Ravens, but I think the Steelers gonna win. Gotta be honest. Gotta go in my mind. The Seahawks 49ers. I was looking at it. It's a primetime game. I'm sorry. Let's be honest. This ain't gonna reflect my power rank because my power ranks is this week, and it's based on what just happened. And I can't just go on future projections. I just gotta go with what I see. The 49ers win Sam on Saturday night football. It's prime time. Have y'all ever seen Sam Darnold play well in prime time?
Absolutely not.
We have never seen him play well.
A goal game long ago.
No, it wasn't even long ago. That man is. I think that man is. Let's see what Sam Darnold record. Damn, I was supposed to have my tablet up to have all my stats on, but I forgot.
I mean, he got a couple of good wins with the Vikings, right? Isn't that what got him? Isn't that what they got into the Seahawks for? Because they're like, he's our guy.
Let's see. Sam Darnold primetime record. He is. What is he?
Watch it be something that's not so damn crazy.
Let's see what his record is. I'm trying to look.
Come on, Pro Football Focus. Stat Muse.
Let's see if I put it like this. Can I ask AI? I don't know why it don't tell me record.
I don't know. You ain't gotta go that far. You can just go back to the last 5-6 games.
I mean, yeah, at this point, he ain't looking good, man. Shit. Right now, he just ain't looking good.
Last year, what it was, he was like 1-6 or something. I think he was 26 and 40 something with the Jets overtime.
Oh, that don't matter. What primetime games are you in as a Jet? Come on here, man.
Whatever, his record ain't been that good.
What primetime game do you have as a Jet?
But I got the 49ers winning. Their coach is amazing, and I got to give them credit every time I see them. It ain't gonna reflect in my power rank because I said I'm not projecting the future. I'm projecting what I just see. The Seahawks will lose this game and end up being they'll end up playing whoever wins about the Bucs and Panthers, whoever get that, and they'll probably win that game. So nice for them. But let's go into speaking of playoffs. Who has the most pressure going into the last week and the playoffs? Pressure burst pipes. So week 18 is looking like a plumbing disaster waiting to happen. Who has the most to lose? You have to look at San Francisco. They have a Super Bowl roster. They have the stars, but if they lose Seattle Saturday, they lose the bye week and have to play 3 games to get to the Super Bowl. And those people pressure Baltimore. Losing the division to Pittsburgh at home in the final week would be a catastrophe for LeBron James. We're ranking the panic meter for every contender. I just gave y'all a few. Uniqo, who has the most pressure this week?
It's not Lamar Jackson. It's not even fair.
Playoffs.
That's not even fair. What's the other scenarios?
No, it's just anybody. I just gave 2 random scenarios that I think nobody's gonna pick.
Okay. Who has the most pressure if they're actually in the hold on, just week 18 or
week 18
or like
we only got 3 important games and then
okay, so like the actual playoffs. Man, I want to start taking a look at Matthew Stafford. I kind of feel like I kind of want to put a little bit. I want to put a little pressure on him. Would anybody care if they lost? I think there's. Do you have a conversation? I don't know. Or does he always forever get a pass on the strength that? Oh my goodness.
He's 37 right now.
Hold on. I got the boys done pulled me over. Hold on. I'll call y'all back.
All right.
Uh-oh. Live, Uniqo on the run.
So right now, what we got here is he said Matthew Stafford was interested. Monray. We just had a live.
I just be that way, you know. Look, I would have to say it's the entire Steelers organization. If we're thinking of the 3 important games and everything, yes, the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers, yes, they do have pressure. But the 49ers, this squad, or at least the main important ones like Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, Roberts, like they've been to the Super Bowl. They've been through multiple playoff games. Even if they don't win this game, will it be bad? Will it be upsetting? Yes. But their expectations, of course, with Brock Purdy's injury and stuff, probably got adjusted to where they may not have realistically thought, okay, we will even be in the position for the number 1 seed after we had to go through the Mac Jones era, and they still are. So it's probably more of a surprise for them, but I don't think it's going to be as much of a detriment for them as it would be for the Seattle Seahawks, who this is really a surprise year for them to get the number 1 seed either. But the entire Steelers organization has so much riding on that game because and I say the whole organization, like you can go from top to bottom. I don't want to go into the owner or whatever, but if the owner go from the owner, he gonna have decisions to make in off season if this happens. Aaron Rodgers likely to retire after this season, so him, having a big game that they got him for. Like, okay, we're getting Aaron Rodgers for these big important games like this. And for him to go out and lose, Mike Tomlin, you had a 3-game advantage early in the season over every other quarterback, every other team in your division. And the other 2 quarterbacks were both injured. So like, there should be no excuse. You shouldn't even be in this predicament. Not to mention last week, all you had to do was beat Shedeur Sanders and the Browns and score 14 points. And they couldn't do that. So no, DK Metcalf, your punch of a fan. I'm not going to say whether you were justified or not. I don't know what the fan said or anything. You punching a fan may cost your team a playoff berth just because you not being there. Like, take your pick. The whole organization has so much to ride on that game. The whole organization. Like, the Ravens, yeah, but with Lamar's injury and what's going on with them, realistically, I don't really think it's a lot of Ravens fans that really believe they're going to go anywhere in the playoffs just because of what's going on. So I don't think that the pressure is as big on them, other than maybe John Harbaugh, but I don't think it's as big on them as it is the Steelers. The Steelers got everything to play for and a lot to lose. I think it's them. And if I got to pick one player or one person out of that, I'm going to say one person. DK Metcalf has already lost his bonus. So, the one person that got the most to play for, the most important thing, I think is Aaron. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers. I would think it's Mike Tomlin as a close second, but Aaron Rodgers because of looming retirement. And, you came back to this team to make the playoffs. Everything he was saying earlier in the year, we want to make a deep run and all that kind of stuff. This is your moment. This is what they got you for. You are a Super Bowl winning, experienced, seasoned quarterback for moments such as this. If you cannot go out there, even though missing wide receivers, I understand it, and it's going to be a little bit behind 8 ball. If you can't go out there and beat Tyler Snoop Huntley again, because they did beat the Ravens, like not Snoop Huntley, but they beat the Ravens 2 weeks ago. If you can't go out there and beat a backup quarterback on the Ravens squad, then it's just going to be an unfortunate circumstance. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers.
What about the playoffs? Who got the most pressure going into the playoffs?
That I don't really want to say that quite yet because I think it really depends on seeding. Like the seeding is going to matter a lot when who going to have pressure doing stuff. If I had to think just off the top of my head, I previously said, Josh Allen, because this is going to be your year where you don't got none of the other 3 horsemen to worry about. But your team is looking a little suspect. So somewhere between, I'll reevaluate it after the playoff brackets get set after this coming week. But for right now, I'm going to say between Justin Herbert and Josh Allen. Somewhere along those, because Herbert, the fraud watch is out for you. I'll tell you now, before I even make the fraud alert for next week, playoff edition, you going to be on it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ran out of excuses for Justin Herbert last year. They want to do it again. All right, fine. I ran out of excuses last year. So therefore, let him go 1-out again in the playoffs, and he play a bad game. Oh boy. Allen got a reason for the 4 horsemen, but Justin Herbert? Oh my gosh. Y'all put up, 12 wins this year? 12 wins? Had a double-digit win record last year? And one and done again? No, you already got the biggest playoff comeback in history to Trevor Lawrence. You already got that under your belt. Got another loss where you played bad against the Texans last year. Got another loss to CJ Stroud. Then this year you come up, you putting up 11 wins. I'm just saying. It's only so many excuses you're going to have to be like Justin Herbert, top 5, top 10, the X, Y, and Z. Look, regular season only going to get you so far. So somewhere between him and Allen. Take that as you please.
Yes, I agree. So if I'm going to go that way, Josh Allen, listen, it's your time. You don't have Patrick. He not here. He not here going to be here probably for most of next year. But you got the young dogs coming on your back that won your division this year. You had Drake May. He's on you right now. He's beating you. Josh Allen, it's your time. You got to show up. You got to be Superman. The way they brag on you on ESPN, I promise you Superman. They are like nobody else on the team exists. You listen, his receivers is suspect, but he got a top 5 offensive line and the number 1 rushing attack in football.
Yeah, but that run defense.
But I'm going to tell you this. He had a touchdown at the end of the game. He chose to run it and not give it to the running back who was right in the end zone because he got to be Superman. He always has to do everything. He has to make the spectacular play. And that's why he always loses. He always got to make – he put so much pressure on himself. It ain't even me putting pressure on. He's going to put so much pressure on himself. I think he's going to crumble. He's going to play well, but it's going to come down to the end of the game because the defense ain't that good. And he's going to make a mistake. Why? Because he's going to do too much. Matter of fact, on that play, on that 2-point convert, he had a man wide open, but he had to make the – he got to run backwards and throw a spectacular play. He got to do it. He had a man underneath it. He would have waited a little bit in that pocket. He would have been wide open. But nope, I got to make it spectacular because I got to be the hero. So hero, you either live longer. Ask Lamar right now. You either you die a hero, or you live long enough to be a villain, and let you lose without Patrick Mahomes the next 2 years. Dan Orlovsky and them ain't gonna be able to protect you because they gonna start asking questions about you, my boy. They try to make Justin Herbert, but I don't think the internet believes it yet. So they don't care about Justin Herbert. Nobody care about what the Chargers got going on. You got the eyes on you, my boy. They excuse it because you lose to Patrick. And then Patrick, he the baby goat. Nah, Patrick ain't done. I heard somebody say you the best quarterback in football. That's what everybody saying. That's pressure when it comes to that. You ain't been called that. People say it. You got the most talent. You got this and that regular season quarterback. Now you the best playoff quarterback. Because Patrick not here. Joe Burrow not here. Lamar not here. Guess who? Monray, what quarterback everybody looking at this week over the playoff? Who the number one quarterback everybody gonna look at? Who the number one quarterback everybody gonna look to?
Oh, they're gonna look at Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. We talk about just Herbert. It's just because ESPN try to force him in the top 5. But you, everybody eyes on you. You the guy, you the name. You the one who's the first person that's gonna be on ESPN when they show the highlight reel of the playoffs is Josh Allen. He the first person that's gonna be shown every time. That's pressure. Let's see what you do with it. Let me know if y'all agree. Like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments who you agree. Who do you think got the most pressure going into the playoffs? And it's all benefits. Uniqo, don't get a big ticket.
Please don't.
Please manifest it. And last but not least, we got 1 week left for the regular season. We have a new king of the hill. The Seahawks are sitting at 13-3, holding down the number 1 spot in my power rankings. But the 49ers, Patriots, and breathing down their neck. Meanwhile, looking to rise of Saints is the hottest team nobody wants to play. Eagles are quietly peaking at the right time. Here's our definitive top 5 list for both of us. Like I told y'all, I already gave y'all my first list. Like I said, next week, this is probably going to change based on my prediction, but I can only go off what I've seen so far. So, number 1, Seattle Seahawks. Why? They beat the Rams. The Rams off the list simply because they lost to the Falcons in a way they shouldn't have lost. So, they can make their way back. But right now, it's the Seahawks number 1. Number 2, Patriots. Number 3, 49ers. Number 4, Broncos. Number 5, Bears. Why did I keep the Bears in the list? Because that 49er game could have went either way. If Caleb Williams would have got the ball down a little lower, they could stay on the list. They played a hell of a game against number 3. They could stay in my top 5 in between them and the Rams. Rams lost to the Falcons. The Rams would have been in there easily if they would have won the game, but they lost. It is what it is. So that's my top 5. Seahawks.
This list is fraudulent. This list is completely fraudulent.
Seahawks has beat the 49ers. Seahawks has beat the Rams. And that's going to get into...
This list is fraudulent. This list is completely fraudulent. I'll give Uniqo the chance, but this list is fraudulent. The Bears being on this list is a crime. It is a complete crime. I got a problem with Monray list too. This is why I got a problem with Monray list. This is a crime. I ain't getting.
I'm gonna show you.
Am I back? Am I back on?
Yes.
Yeah, motherfucking police. Fuck them. I'm good. I know I'm just playing. Thank you, officer. Make whatever your name is. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep it cracking.
Yeah, Zelmae, your list is fraudulent. The Bears shouldn't be there. You were talking about what you've seen recently.
I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Wait.
The Bears are fraudulent. The Bears are on the list, yet the Jaguars have the Jaguars have a better record and have beaten the Broncos convincingly. And yet you don't have them on this list at all, but you have the Bears who just lost But you got on like what you talking about recently, and then the Bears prior to this, Bears, no. Then the same Bears, no. Then the same Bears prior to this barely managed to beat a Malik Willis Packers team that fell apart at the end by mustering. No, the Bears shouldn't be on no top 5. That is a lie.
The Bears fought in the game with the team that's on the list.
They lost. Why the Jaguars not on the list then? No. Why the Jaguars not on the list?
Because we don't trust Trevor Lawrence yet.
That biased. You want to trust Trevor Lawrence, but you don't want to trust somebody who actually beat.
Right now, the number 2 seed. What seed is the Jacksonville?
What team on this list have the Bears beaten? None. But the Jaguars, who have a better record and actually beat a team on this list, are not on this list at all. That is biased and is wrong.
We'll talk about bias in a minute. Uniqo, your thoughts on the list?
I only hear y'all carrying on about Trevor Lawrence and the Bears, so I didn't really see it. I can't read it either right now.
Seahawks number 1, Patriots number 2, 49ers number 3, Broncos number 4, and Bears number 5.
So the number 1 for all the Seahawks?
Number power.
Oh no, this just is power rankings.
Oh, this is power rankings. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The way y'all talking bad about fraudsters and stuff. Okay,
The Bears are frauds.
But they on this man's number 5?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna show you my problem with it.
Okay. One more time. You said Seahawks number 1
Yes, that's what he got.
as the best team in football.
I got 49ers number 3. They beat them. They beat the Rams. I'm giving credit. I think they'll be off next week. But listen, I'm only going off what I see.
The Seahawks have also lost to both of those teams.
They're a good team.
Boom.
You want me to do what you want me to do? They're a good team.
Why are they ahead of them?
Because
This is some elite dope smoking right now.
that's number 1 seed.
This is 80s dope smoking.
I want you to understand something. I got the number 1 seed in the NFC and the number
We
2
are
seed.
doing power rankings, not the rankings of not the rankings by your record. Power rankings.
That's why I thought this was the fraud list because you put the Seahawks number 1.
I got all the top seeds. Every team that can win number 1 and 2 on the list. But also they got frauds. Everybody got people that's not even got a chance to win a 1 seed or 2 seed.
Because we are doing power rankings, not rankings on your standings. These are not the standings. These are power rankings, not the standings.
The standings for a reason because they win.
No, the standings are just the games you win, not how good your team really is.
They do what they want. They have the best team.
The Seahawks beat up on sad teams. They beat bad teams.
They also beat the 49ers. They also beat the Rams.
They have not beaten the 49ers.
Hold up.
They lost to the 49ers in week 1. They barely beat the Rams, and the Rams also beat them 2 weeks before then. So they are 1 and 2 against these other 2 teams, and you have them number 1.
Yes, so they got a check. That's what they got. They got to play the number 1 team. I'm biased for picking the top teams in the game.
Biased. You picking the top teams that are beat up on weaker teams.
They won in the NFL.
They won 1 out of 3 games against their compatriots.
They can win 2 out. You know, I don't.
No. You just said you weren't going off of predictions. You're going off of what you know. What you know is they've lost against 2 of the 3 games against the better teams.
But who's the 1 seed?
I'm bad. I thought this was the power rankings, not the standings.
This is. I'm just saying.
No. This is the standings. This is the standings. It's not power rankings. This is the standings.
Protect them because they got it on the in the NFL, it's literally not on the list at all.
I'm taking it back.
All right. So anyway, these are the power rankings based on the actual rankings and how well teams are playing. These are the rankings based on the teams and how well they're playing and how good they actually are, not just their standings. The reason why the Rams are number 5 ahead of the Seahawks is because, one, as we have all said on this show, I do not trust the Seahawks. I do not trust their quarterback. Their quarterback does not do well in prime time. Their quarterback does not. No, it's a fact. He does not play well in prime time. He hasn't played well the last 5 weeks of the season, and therefore, you want to say they beat the Rams. You forgot the Rams also beat them. So they literally cancel each other out. The Rams have played better competition. Their quarterback is outright better in MVP talks. and he's more or less carrying the team versus getting carried by his team. Versus Sam Darnold has not played well 4 out of the last 5 games. Hasn't played amazingly the entire season. He's played good, but not amazingly. And the Seahawks beat bad teams versus their own compatriots like the 49ers and the own same Rams. They lost to the 49ers. They lost one to the Rams, and they beat the Rams once. They should not be number 1.
Rams they have a chance to get the 1 seed. Why would come the Rams take them 1?
Oh, they lost one more game than them. Well, 2 more games. 2 months ago.
Why? They had a chance last week. Why did they do it?
They lost to them. Yeah, but you see the crazy thing that happens about that is because the Rams also lost an extra game because the Rams have played better teams versus the Seahawks have played majority bad teams, so they have a better record, which is why they have the number 1 seed.
You played them.
Yeah, you play. Oh, my bad. So apparently Seattle barely scratching by Phillip Rivers and the Colts 18-16. That's an amazing dominant win, right? My apologies. You know, Sam Darnold was playing amazing, right? Amazing, right? Yeah, and the Rams also beat them. Why are you trying to ignore the fact they play 1-1? They're 1-1.
They had a chance to be in this, and when they had the chance to do it, they lost.
Yeah, they're 1-1. The reason why Seattle has the number 1 seed because they have more wins against bad teams. You are ignoring the entirety of the season, trying to focus on one game when the Rams also beat them earlier.
If you don't,
it doesn't make sense, girl. And then the crazy thing about it. Then the crazy thing about it is that Zell wants to push this Seahawks-Rams narrative. You know, they're 1-1. But when the 49ers literally beat the Bears, they're still on his power rankings for what reason?
We lost by this much. This much of an overthrow to the
you lost. You lost. You lost. No. You just got on here and talk about they lost by that much. Seattle beat the Rams by a point. But you don't want to give Rams no credit. But the Bears lose by 4 points. You want to give them all the credit and be on your list. Zell, this is bad, Zell. This is bad. Zell, this is bad. You want to know why they're ranked number 1? Because this is not the standings. This is the power rankings based on how well you're playing versus your competition and everything. The 49ers, for the last 5-game win streak, Brock Purdy is playing out of his mind, literally with 5 touchdown games, and just put a slobber knocker against another Bears team who had 11 wins and beat them. So are they playing the best football right now? Yes, they are. Followed by the Jaguars. No. I also finished my rest of my power rankings. Followed by the Jaguars, who are also on a winning streak, who beat down the Broncos, who are also on this top 5 rankings list, beat them convincingly, matter of fact, and are playing wonderful football and also have 12 wins on the year. So yes, they're also playing well. Then the Patriots, who are playing well, but we also understand they play lesser opponents. But although Drake May is playing wonderful, they're number 3. The Broncos, who have not looked that good the last few weeks, primarily, especially because Bo Nix them just struggled against the Chiefs, who don't even have Patrick Mahomes or playing with Chris Oladukin out there, and Marion scored 20 points. So yeah, they come down a little bit. Plus they lost to the Jaguars, and then you have the Rams. The Rams could be the Seahawks. It really don't matter which one, but I trust the Rams better than the Seahawks because their quarterback is not good. Therefore, that's why these are the power rankings, not the standings, where you just have a number 1 seed, but don't want to look into why they're the number 1 seed because they beat bad teams.
But I'm just saying, listen, the Bears took that number 1.
The Bears are not on nobody's power rankings. And they lost. They lost.
Listen, it's this much.
And let's see, Uniqo, you hear what I'm saying? He keeps saying it's this much, but when the Rams lose by a point, it's a lot more. That loss means way more when they lose by a point. But when the Bears lose by this much, it don't mean as much anymore. It means the Bears need some credit, but the Rams don't get no credit for losing by a point, right? That's crazy.
Well, hold on. We argue the same thing about different teams.
The Bears shouldn't be on your list. The Bears shouldn't be there at all.
Hold on, let me read you your news for a second, Monray. Because back in the coach day, when we was doing our thing, you wasn't keeping it, football teams that's doing good right now. You wasn't keeping it that. Well, hold on. How you gonna put the Rams over the Colts and the Colts lost to the Rams? That was your main argument. But we still have
I wonder why you put the Colts up there because the Colts quarterback is not good and couldn't be trusted. On my own power rankings, I did not have the Colts that high either. So I'm being fair. I didn't have the Colts up there either on my own power rankings.
No, but you
why? Because they don't be trusted.
But you asked me why I had them up there. I said because they're playing good football.
I said that was crazy.
They're playing good football right now. Nah, well, you can't.
Yeah, and I said these are not the standings; these are power rankings, and the Colts
I
are
didn't say-
beating bad teams. I'm
talking
being
about who
consistent. I
playing
said they're
good-
beating
we
bad
talking about
teams.
who
That's why
playing
they're
good
winning.
football. Who playing good football right now? And you being inconsistent with how you think.
No, I
when it
literally
comes to
said the
football.
same thing. I
And
said
you
the
done-
Seattle Seahawks.
You done pulled that shit too.
I'm saying the same thing I've said the entire time. I said the Colts were beating bad teams, but their quarterback could not be trusted. And when they play good teams, they struggle. That's why I did not put them high. The Seattle Seahawks, I said the same thing. Their quarterback can't be trusted. They beat bad teams. That's why they're so high. So I don't put them on high rankings because these are rankings.
The whole league.
No, now Zelmae ass
Yeah,
is
you
crazy.
can
though.
have the
That's
whole league and
disrespectful.
everything.
I just
They
didn't tell
beat
you.
bad teams.
What schedule in football? The weakest schedule by far.
Yes,
you
and
got a
the
good
same
point.
thing. We give
Yeah, he gonna win
the
MVP.
Patriots a lot of respect because some of their wins is actually halfway decent. Oh yeah, they also beat Josh Allen in his own home floor, and Drake May is having an MVP caliber year. That's why we respect the Patriots. But did Sam Darnold have an MVP caliber year? Absolutely not.
No.
They play the weakest schedule in football.
Yes, but he's having an MVP caliber year, but Sam Darnold is playing another weak schedule in football. And what's happening to Sam Darnold? Oh my bad, he's a game manager. You want me to trust a game manager? No, he's a game. Don't play well in big moments. You want me to put Sam Darnold on this list? Let him beat the 49ers. Then I'll gladly put him on the list. I have no problem doing it. If he shrinks under the pressure again and they put there and botch their game like they did when they were 14-2 last year, then no, I'm not going to put them on there. He's not going to be on my list because they don't play well when they play against pressure. Like, no, I'm being consistent the same way I have. I don't trust their quarterback. He don't play well in big moments, and they beat up on bad teams. So, no, in power rankings, I don't trust your team because your team seems like a fraud.
Perpetrating a fraud. But yeah, your ranking is absolutely crazy, Zelmae. That Seahawks at 1 is crazy.
The Bears shouldn't be. I wouldn't even be as mad. I wouldn't be as mad as Zelmae's list if he didn't have the Bears. The Bears being there go against everything he stands for, and he know it's wrong. You gonna tell me that them over the Jaguars? You trust Caleb Williams when Caleb Williams had the most up and down season we've seen in a while, but Trevor Lawrence, who's on a 4 or 5 game win streak, beating down the Broncos and playing wonderfully, you don't trust them, but you trust Caleb Williams. Man, please. This is blasphemy. There is no reason the Bears should be on your top round ranking. That's why I said I know that's blasphemy.
Listen, that man got ass cash. He stopped. I don't know if he stopped paying in there.
The Bears just lost. They ain't moved the spot.
Well, yeah, what you said ever since the not gate rumors was confirmed. You say he need to be played out of mind.
That man been balling. He balling against the 49ers.
The Caleb ain't been balling. Caleb ain't been. Stop this, please. Stop this. You got the Jack not on your list, but the Bears belong on your list and they just lost. That don't make no sense. No sense. They lost. The Bears lost and should not be on your squad. They should not be on your list at all.
I want y'all to know, every time we try to convince Monray to put the Bears up there, he said if they win the next game, he still won't put them up there.
I literally said if they beat the 49ers, I would respect. They lost.
He said
You can look on the tape last week. I said if the 49ers lose to them, fine. Then they up there. They lost.
I mean, we came into the week 11-4. You got to give them something.
Every team on this list got at least 12 wins, except for not my list, but every team on there got at least 12 wins if you include the Jaguars on his list. That don't make no sense. The Bears shouldn't be there.
The Bucs got that many wins.
The who?
New England Patriots got the worst schedule in football.
Drake May is having an MVP caliber year off of that, though. Sam Darnold does not look close to that.
Seattle has like a middle of the road, like 20 worst schedule in the league.
Matter of fact, I promise. The Seattle one, I told you, I wouldn't even be as upset as them being number 1. That's not my issue. The Bears being on your list makes your list fraudulent. It makes it completely fraudulent. There's no argument that the Bears should be there above the Jaguars. I don't agree with it.
Hold up, you said something else. Did Seattle not beat the Jaguars? Who's number 2 on your list?
Huh?
Seattle beat the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They on your list. They beat the Rams. Yeah. That's 2 teams on your list they beat.
That's true. But you know the crazy thing? This ain't the standings.
I'm just saying.
Like I respect the Seahawks. The Seahawks, I don't have as much of an issue if you want to take out the Rams and put the Seahawks. I don't have a problem with that on my own list if you want to switch them out. That's cool. The Bears being on your list makes your list fraudulent.
We giving Caleb Williams some love. Y'all gonna stop hating.
Bro, no, these are the power rankings. You are trying to throw bias and you're trying to be unbiased in power rankings. That makes no sense.
No.
There's no argument that the Bears should be there above the Jaguars on any power rankings. There's no argument for that.
Caleb, right now, Caleb, you're laying in the bed with Ash Cash.
Oh man,
like I said, this is Dale being biased instead of being unbiased with his thing. Because there's no argument that Caleb Williams and the Bears should be above the Jaguars on any power rankings. There's no argument.
Even Caleb Williams.
Blasphemy. Like we ain't talking. The man just said when we start out this is not based on projections. This is based on what we are seeing. What we are seeing is the Jaguars flowing right now on all cylinders, and the Bears just lost.
That's what you said.
These are not the standings. We are talking about the power rankings. And even if you go by standings, the Bears do not have a better record than the Jaguars. They are not playing better than the Jaguars as a whole. Trevor Lawrence is playing better than Caleb Williams. There's no argument for the Jaguars being under the Bears. There's none.
That's what you said. You said
there's no argument for that. That's why the Seattle Seahawks, I promise they will be fine on number 5 or anybody. I ain't mad at that. The Bears should not be there.
I'm supporting Caleb Williams. I'm giving that young mixed brother some love.
And there, now we know his list is fraudulent and we have biasness. Thank you very much. I rest my case.
How you gonna set the parameters for the damn argument and then just go completely against it?
I rest my case.
That's number 2 team.
I rest my case.
Your ass crazy.
I'm supporting.
I'm doing power rankings. Zelmae's doing the standings. My apologies.
Fight back, Zell. Fight back. Your ass crazy. Fight back.
Number 1 team on there, and they almost beat them. That's what I'm saying.
They lost.
The Rams lost.
They lost. I'm sorry. Sorry. The Bears should be on no power rankings.
I ain't gonna lie. We said opposite things for the other team. Same team. It's crazy. But I'll let y'all know who won the argument, who did what. Let us know your power rankings below.
Matter of fact, I got one more thing to say, and I'll rest my case off this. Zell, why are the Eagles not on there ahead of the Bears, and the Eagles beat the Bears?
Uh-oh.
They have the same record. They have the same record.
Twist that logic, boy.
Oh wait, no, that's on the opposite end. That's on the opposite end. Oh, that's even worse. Oh God, that's even worse. Oh God,
the Bears beat us.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Yeah, the Bears. That's why we can't be on the list. The Bears beat us.
I forgot that wasn't that game. That was the game that they won because of the 200 yards on the ground. Oh God, I remember that. Oh God, no.
Yeah. Because Caleb Williams did not win that game. There was a couple of games where Caleb Williams relied on the defense in that run game. It was not Caleb,
that's the majority of the games. But I apologize. I was wrong on that. But I rest my case. The Bears shouldn't be there above the Jaguars.
Caleb has made very good throws this year. He's made some amazing, incredible escape throws.
He got a couple of good games, and he definitely has some good throws. I'm not denying it. On power rankings, he should not be there above Jacksonville.
I mean, because you're not saying the Bears. The face of the Bears is Caleb Williams. That's not the face of their success right now. No, it's 2 running backs and a solid defense, and then playing against the Vikings quarterbacks is going to help your defense look pretty good too a couple of times a year. And,
shout out to Ben Johnson. He doing this thing over there.
Ben Johnson. Oh wait, shout out to X. Y'all using Grok crazy on X, dog. Y'all using Grok crazy on X. I don't know.
Grok, what this mean? They be on their ass like, it appears that this is a complete lie. They made this up.
I know this is a sports show, but I'm gonna read what somebody asked. Hey, Grok, put her in a bikini cup and baby oil, and it did it.
What?
Oh, yeah, Grok do it all. I don't even get into the AI make image thing except for I was like, hey, put Spider-Man underneath my shit. But other than that,
I ain't gonna lie, it's scary though. I ain't gonna lie, that's scary to just tell somebody the Grok to do it and it just does it. Like, no, you shouldn't. Like, without consent is not crazy. Like, if a person themselves asks you to do it, sure. But if somebody else asks you to just turn somebody around, and that's crazy.
I'm scared for some like college girls and high school girls. Like, and the bullshit that motherfuckers can make and just pass it around the school and say it's fact. That's what I'm scared of when it comes to AI, man.
Let us know your thoughts on AI too. Might be an episode this week.
Because cause back in my day, we had real sex tapes.
Oh wow.
Could fake them.
Hey, girl, put her in a heart-shaped bikini. This is unhinged.
That's some nasty work.
This is absolutely unhinged. But hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hope y'all like and
If you,
subscribe
if
tomorrow.
you can't get Cardi B in that heart-shaped bikini your damn self or Beyonce, then let it alone.
I think
You don't want to talk
probably
about Cardi B
will.
right now. Right now, Stephon Diggs in trouble. You don't want to talk about Cardi B right now.
Hey, I'm one woman. Anyway, man. Never mind. Go out. She the only person she gets for. Who cares? 4 kids. Who cares?
Hey, Grok, put them in a bathtub together.
Put them in a bathtub together. It's crazy. I mean, they be doing that with like athletes and dudes and stuff like crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, man, go ahead and take us out of here, so man. I done made it back to the town.
I do appreciate y'all. Tomorrow is my last day of doing a video every day. I'm tired. But tomorrow is my last day. Even though I will do one on the first because it's casual conversation. So of course.
Yeah,
I do appreciate this journey. I do appreciate y'all that like. I saw 2 people subscribe today. I've seen some people on the sports show. They hit that.
Hey man, shout out to that.
They became a member. Shout out to y'all. I know stuff. I appreciate y'all on these shows and all these videos that we've been doing. The shorts, it's been a lot. I done put out a lot of content this last month. I do appreciate y'all for showing up. I think, man, we figured it out, and I think I'm getting used to it. But we got a few more tests we're gonna do. So I'm gonna slow down on videos, but I'm also gonna be I'm gonna be active on this main account. So I do appreciate y'all for being there. The sports channel, I don't know if it'll go to the. It will go to the sports channel, but I don't know if it's gonna be only on there. Casual Conversation going back to Casual Conversation and going to Spotify. So if anybody like that channel, it will be on Spotify and there's a lot going on with that. Hopefully, Do You Hear Me will be back soon.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of, let's bring them up.
I'm in the light now. What's up, baby? It's your boy Uniqo Williams. I'm back in the city, baby. And y'all know what time it is, man. You see me on all the shows with my friends. I haven't been doing my own show, but I've been holding y'all down with these movie reviews. This week we are going to go see Anaconda, Housemaid, and whatever other foolishness they got out, man. And why they keep on having a white savior in all these movies for Avatar, man? It's always a white savior, man. First they made the white man become a blue man, and he became the savior of their own country, of their own shit. And then they've got a little white boy. Then he done grew up with the blue people, and now what's up with that, Hollywood? I said y'all had the blue people, so they wouldn't make it seem like it was racist, but it's giving Hollywood.
But
yeah, Uniqo Williams on YouTube. UNIQO. You can hear more rants like that there.
And next up, we do. Let's move this there. I don't know what to say. We do have Monray.
All right. I feel like, Zell lifted it up on purpose, but it's okay. I appreciate y'all. This is your boy Monray Hudson everywhere. It says Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists, except in the sponsorships, of course. And on Make It Make Sense, the podcast on Saturdays, talking about what's out, what's happening, what's fun. Fun things, entertaining, trending videos, topics, whatever. Might start off this Saturday, the first one of the year, with some more New Year's resolutions or predictions. We'll see what popping.
Looking for that. Make It Make Sense. The DA podcast. Make sure you go look it up. There's other Make It Make Sense. And by the way, a new show alert. Me and Aish and probably Ebony, we'll see. We do it. Not Your FYP coming soon show. I know I wasn't supposed to name it, but y'all can. It's a sports channel. But Not Your FYP's coming soon, so be ready for that with me, Aish, and perhaps Ebony. We'll see.
Oh, that means they're gonna be tossing Zelmae back and forth like a sandwich, man. It's over with.
That's crazy. But it's a show where we talk about relationship, dating, and all the society, and how TikTok has these toxic For You page type viral videos, and we're gonna go over how crazy they sound. We just did one when the woman said she had the perfect man, but she just woke up one day and said she's not happy. And it was a valid thing for her if the man dodged the bullet, and maybe she's not happy. But at the same time, we wanted to discuss where does this perfection thing stop versus where it begins. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I envision this perfect life. When is it unrealistic? When you have something good, keep it, or do you just move on? That's what the basic of the whole story was. So I saw her side, but I also saw how dangerous that side could be. You know what I mean, Monray?
Yep.
You have something good and you be like, I want more. But what if you lose something
Basically,
good?
when does good crossing the greed?
Yeah. And so you want more, and when it's too much, and then you end up not happy. We don't know. Hopefully, she finds who she wants. Fortunately, the dude had a girl who probably didn't want him at the end of the day. And since how she wants some more, so he dodged a bullet on a girl he loved, asked her out. She said he did everything right. So go check out that video. It's on the page. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be mostly the dating and relationship, stupid nonsense. I appreciate Monray for showing up. Like I said, I got one video tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be on. I'll probably try to do it tonight or whatever. But I appreciate y'all. Monray, anything else before we go?
That's it for me.
It's your boy Top Gun Normie. We out.
I just can't get into podcasts. They're so boring.
You're missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep it 99, huh?